Kansas House today rejects a bill that would balance the budget through increased sales and cigarette taxes.
That's right. The House met again this afternoon and will meet tonight to try to strike a compromise. KAKE's Chris Frank is in Topeka and reports that if a tax bill isn't passed, there will be more spending cuts.
House members here after finally voting to reject the Senate bill that would have raised enough taxes to balance the state budget, meeting here again to try to figure out if they can pass a tax bill that will avoid cutting more than $400 million in state spending. But even before meeting in the House chamber, there is politicking to be done outside these doors. Governor Sam Brownback, known for walking the State House corridors, talking with representatives, heard from these Wichita and El Dorado Republicans about their concerns on tax issues.
For me, it's a business piece. I just got off a 2-year campaign getting reelected, and for me, every door I knocked on was talking to me about why the business community didn't pay their fair share on state government, their equitable share, not fair.
Lack of business tax participation is a big issue in Topeka, dividing the yes and no votes on the tax bill.
And our thing today was we were just talking to him before you walked up about the fact that we would really like to see him move a little bit to our position of including the businesses in the March to Zero.
That's the March to Zero income taxes for all Kansans. The governor sounds as if he's open to compromise.
And I'm open. Let's see what other options people want to look at and to do. It's over time, I want us to move more consumption-based taxes and less income tax-based. And this package has about 2/3 consumption-based, 1/3 income tax-based.
So no resolution coming here this afternoon. Instead, that Senate House Tax Conference Committee will meet again at 6 o'clock, and the House here will reconvene this evening at 8:30. At the State House in Topeka, Chris Frank, KAKE News.
And several Republicans voted for that tax bill and then changed their votes to no when they saw that the bill was not going to pass.
We continue our team coverage now in the budget battle in Topeka. Tonight, we are asking the tough questions to lawmakers on why they are missing from the budget debate. KAKE's Ben Jordan here after trying to track down 3 South Central Kansas lawmakers who are just not there in this KAKE on Your Side investigation.
Susan, of those 3 lawmakers, 2 are from Wichita, 1 from Winfield. But after knocking on their doors, making several calls and emails, only 1 could be tracked down, and she hasn't been seen at the State House since around Memorial Day.
Where are they? I don't know.
After making calls to the 3 representatives, it was time to show up at their doors. Starting in Wichita with House Democrat Roderick Houston. No answer. He's a pastor at a local church. He wasn't there either. Off to House Democrat Carolyn Bridges. No signs of her either, although in her case, she had an excused absence. She later called me back to tell me she was gone on business and not getting paid while she's away. Joe Kidd lives in Wichita. He believes both should be in Topeka working to balance the budget.
It makes me mad. They know that they're supposed to be there. I've expected to do my job. I expect them to do theirs.
Then it was off to Winfield to try to track down House Democrat Ed Trimmer. No luck here either. Neighbors say he's been seen at his home as recent as yesterday tending to his pool.
I don't know, maybe he's disgusted as I am.
Ted Terhune lives in Trimmer's neighborhood. He says he has no comment on Trimmer's absence, but as far as Kansas lawmakers altogether,
I'm sick of the whole bunch.
Kidd and Terhune both say this budget battle and tax plan should have been figured out a long time ago. They tell me the problem is they don't see this ending anytime soon.
Republicans aren't going to help the Democrats, and Democrats aren't going to help the Republicans, and it's just a waste of time.
Representative Bridges did tell me she will return to the State House if lawmakers are still working to balance the budget on Saturday.